2017 will be remembered for many things, but unfortunately that includes several historic disasters. We're talking back-to-back hurricanes with Harvey, Irma, and Maria. Then it was quickly followed by the deadliest week of wildfires in California history. The organization that was there providing comfort and support to the people during their darkest days through it all was the Red Cross. The only way that they're able to help, from home fires to floods to hurricanes, is with our help. Brad Kieserman is here to tell us more. Brad, thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having us. I really appreciate it, Tina.
Now, I just said house fires to floods to hurricanes. We're talking major disasters to small disasters, and we know the Red Cross, but I really want to hit home on what it is that you guys really do to help. I want people to really understand how far you guys go.
Absolutely, and I'd boil it down to this. We feed people, we shelter people, and we provide people with comfort and information to alleviate their suffering in the midst of disaster. And I'll give you a couple of examples. So let's start with home fire. You mentioned that. There are 64,000 home fires in the United States every year. That's the most preventable disaster and one of the most deadly in the country. When the firemen are rolling up their hoses, Red Cross folks are there on the street with their neighbors, making sure they have a place to stay that night, they have some financial assistance, that they've got clothes, blankets, food, and enough to get them through until social services can kick in. And then you've got these big disasters, the Big 7 of 2017 that you mentioned, these Cat 4 hurricanes and these devastating wildfires. And we're providing the same kind of assistance, shelter, feeding, and support, but orders of magnitude more. Just to give you an example, in 2017, just in the last 120 days, we've done 658,000 shelter overnight stays. That is 2 times the number of shelter overnight stays we've done in the past 4 years combined. So I just want folks to get a sense of the magnitude, whether it's on the street at night or whether it's in these big wildfires and hurricanes. We scale to that magnitude. And when I say we, I mean you. The American Red Cross is you, your neighbors, your community.
Well, and I love that we're talking about it. It's not just these major hurricanes and wildfires that affect different places. It can be any of us that can be hit by one of these disasters, like we were mentioning those home fires, and how you guys come to the rescue. So what can we do, our community, our neighbors, and us do to make sure that the Red Cross is able to be there for us in 2018?
So I tell you, I think, first of all, if folks want to volunteer, they can go to redcross.org on the internet, or they can call 1-800-RED-CROSS and learn about volunteer opportunities. The Red Cross deployed 56,000 workers and responders in the last 120 days. 92% of them were volunteers. Folks can also give money. It costs money to send volunteers around the country to open those shelters, to buy that food, to buy the 7 million relief supplies that we delivered this year. So folks can, again, donate money by going to 1-800-RED-CROSS, redcross.org, or they can text the word Red Cross to 90999 to make a $10 donation. And last but not least, folks can donate blood. There's always a need for blood and platelets, and folks can go online to redcrossblood.org, or they can call 1-800-RED-CROSS to learn more about how to donate blood, money, or their time as volunteers and talent. We really would appreciate that.
Well, Brad, I want to thank you for that information, but from the Tucson community out to everybody working through the Red Cross and yourself, we want to send a huge thank you to everything you guys do as well. And I know Tucson has a huge heart, and I know we'll be able to step up and help in your efforts.
Tucson is incredible, and you've been incredible this year with your generosity and your volunteers. So thank you very, very much for having us, Tina.
Thank you, Brad, again.
You bet.
We'll be right back.